what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Hey everyone, it's Gretchen Pleshaw. Good morning, Vail. Saturday edition. I'm stoked it's the weekend, which means so many things are happening in and around this beautiful mountain town of ours, the Valley, Vail. I love it. I'm so excited. I hope to see you tonight at Primus. Yes, Primus, Gerald Ford Amphitheater. I've been talking about it a lot. If you've not yet been to the amphitheater, you are missing out. Truly, it is gorgeous. There is not a bad seat in the house, and there's still lawn availability. So definitely go online, get those tickets. I want to see you there tonight. As well as the Farmers Market Sunday. Maddie always talks about all the amazing food, especially the peaches. So Farmers Market on Sunday, you can ride that mechanical bull. You can look at all the beautiful artwork, clothing, food. It's a one-stop shop. So I hope that you're having a great weekend. We have a lot of cool interviews with amazing and brilliant people around this beautiful town of ours that we're going to show you. And I'm really excited. Like I said, it's Saturday, it's the weekend, it's National Prosecco Day, and it's National Garage Sale Day. So you can drink some Prosecco, go shopping. I love garage sales. I always find little hidden treasures. So hopefully you're having a great weekend. We are stoked that you're going to share it with us here at Good Morning Vail. I am going to toss it to Maddie, who has the weather.
Thanks so much, Gretchen. Let's take a look at that local weather forecast for today. We are expecting to see temperatures progressively warm up quite a bit. 61 degrees around 8 a.m., a high of 81, 50% chance of rainfall. Mostly sunny skies throughout the course of today, but afternoon thunderstorms are very likely. Now we are expecting to see east winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, so just a slight breeze rolling through. Now as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see that cloud coverage slowly increasing throughout the course of today. Beautiful sunshine first thing this morning, partly cloudy by noon, and then around 4 p.m. is when we're going to see those isolated thunderstorms happen. Mostly cloudy skies as we approach tonight, so make sure that if you're getting out there to do anything that you're just bringing a light rain jacket with you. Now as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, temperatures down in Denver are nice and warm, 97 degrees in Denver, 20% chance of precipitation, 81 here in Vail, 84 in Avon, 89 in Eagle. You can see a slight low pressure system sitting above that entire I-70 corridor, really hanging out in that Avon and Vail area. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperature is cooling down. 50 degrees is our overnight low, 40% chance of rainfall. Partly cloudy skies and that sun going down just a little bit earlier. 8:06 p.m. is when we're going to see that sunset tonight. Now, northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour overnight. As we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, increased chances of precipitation starting on Sunday, continuing all the way to Tuesday, and then we'll start to see those chances of moisture decrease, 40% chance on Wednesday, 30% chance on Thursday, and we are expecting to see those temperatures drop down into the high to mid 70s throughout the course of the next 5 days. So just be prepared for that because it's going to start to cool down just a little bit, which means that before we know it, fall is going to be here. We want to thank Lamina Jewelers for bringing you this weather report this morning. If you're looking for a great place to go shopping for some fine jewelry or some fossils and minerals, they're your one-stop shop located right across from the Solaris ice skating rink. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. It's Gretchen Pleshaw. I'm really excited. Today I hope to see you at the Minturn Market. Super exciting. Lots of artisans, some food, some clothing, everything you would ever want or need. Head to the Minturn Market. We have an awesome interview with Cindy over at the Minturn Market. Keep it right here.
We get to go to the Minturn Market. I'm really excited right now. This is Cindy from the town of Minturn. I have never met you in person, but we met through emails, and you got
Yes.
me to throw a really big comedy show over at the Little Beach Amphitheater,
Yes.
which is another amazing,
Yes.
amazing outdoor venue here.
It is.
I'm so happy to meet you in person.
It's great to meet you in person.
And I'm really glad that you woke up to come on in today.
So am I. I haven't had any coffee yet, so bear
Oh
with
my
me.
gosh, we have to intervene as her stat. Well, anyways, I just am really excited. I love the town of Minturn. Like Maddie said, it's so quaint and so wonderful. It's its own little town within itself. And we have the Minturn Market throughout the summertime. And
do.
man, is it a blast. Let everybody know what they're missing out on if they don't show up.
Oh, absolutely. You should definitely show up. And we only have 4 weekends left of the market.
Oh.
So I can't believe how fast the summer is going. It's crazy that it's already August. And our market goes through Labor Day weekend. So we have 4 markets left. So you should definitely come check it out while you still can. We have a great variety of vendors this year. That's the primary feedback we've been hearing, is that people are really pleased with the variety of vendors. You can get so many different types of products. It's really amazing. We have, of course, produce. We have some food trucks and some food vendors. We have baked goods. But we also have clothing, jewelry, pet products. We have pottery, tons of art this year, lots of great local artists, which is amazing. Photography, prints for sale, and then a lot of home decor and different things like that this year that we've added. So just a ton of different things. Definitely come get all your shopping done. You can find almost anything you might be looking for. And we are rain or shine, but we have a rule in Minturn that it doesn't rain until after 2 until the market's over.
Isn't that cute? I love that. And you know what? It seems to be true. It's a little misty towards the end.
Yes, I should
Yes,
knock on
on
some
metal.
wood. But knock on metal. But we generally do get pretty lucky, and that's part of why we do end at 2, though, is to avoid those afternoon showers. So we start at 9. It's 9 to 2, so you have plenty of time to come check out the market. And we really encourage people, while they're checking out the market, to stay and enjoy Minturn. As you mentioned, it is a quaint town. It's got a lot of history, and it's also a nice option. A lot of our visitors, who come for Vail or Beaver Creek, we're a great kind of daytime, something different to do from the resort communities, and some great unique retailers, but we also have great restaurants, and they're casual and affordable. So it is definitely a nice way to break things up and come spend the day in Minturn, enjoy not only the market, but visit our unique retailers and our restaurants that we have in town too.
I have to say, there's nothing more fun than just walking up and down the sidewalks, peeking into little stores. You have antique stores, you have clothing, you have so many different mom and pop shops. Shop local, everybody, because really, that's what you
especially
get.
now. So many businesses are really still recovering from COVID. And same with really the market with, these vendors. They have worked really hard to come back, and, this is their livelihood. We definitely encourage you to shop local. Our vendors are mostly local, but they're all Colorado based.
Yes.
So definitely all, we would still consider that local, in terms of the market. And then again, visit those businesses downtown. You can grab a great breakfast or lunch in town, or stick around after the market and grab happy hour and or stay for dinner. So definitely 9 to 2 on Saturday, this Saturday. And again, we only have 4 more, so we go through Labor Day weekend.
I'm so sad it's going to end. There's nothing more fun than the Minturn Market. And you just get to go out on a weekend morning, and you can stop off at one of the shops and get a bagel and some coffee if you want, and then you can go see the market. And then, of course, like she just said, you can go and you can wander around, get yourself some really great food. I mean, there's everything from Mexican to Thai to ribs and chicken wings. You can really get everything over there. There's so many wonderful experiences that you can have in the town of Minturn.
You really can. And the other quick thing I'll mention, I'll come back to the market, but is that we only have 2 more summer concerts left as well. So
Oh, no.
the summer concert series is on Thursday evenings at Little Beach Park and Amphitheater, and we just have, those are Thursdays from 6 to 8, so we only have a couple more of those. You should definitely try to catch those before they're done.
Yes.
And if you do come to the market, we also have, fun stuff for the kids. We do have face painting, and we have a climbing wall. Eagle Climbing and Fitness has their climbing wall at the market. It's a portable climbing wall, and they've been doing that the last couple years, and it's so fun. It's such a big hit.
That's amazing, and I didn't realize that they have a climbing wall there. But what people may not know is that at the Little Beach Amphitheater especially, the adults get to sit and enjoy a show, but But there is an attached playground for all the kids.
There is, yes. So if you come to any kind of event at Little Beach, it's really super convenient because, yes, you have the music or whatever's happening at Little Beach amphitheater, and then the park and playground is attached. So it's right there, and it's on the river. It's just a beautiful setting for music and for really almost anything. Or for a comedy show.
Or a comedy show. We have done so many things over at the Little Beach Amphitheater. And I just want to say that being in Minturn, it's like being in a whole nother part of Eagle County, because like you said, it's a step different from the resort area and then the little pockets of places that we have. But you go to Minturn, you're transported into a whole nother place in time. It really feels great.
Definitely.
And the river is plentiful in Minturn.
Yeah.
Really, like when you first come in, you have the whole river flowing right there. And then if you make your way over to Little Beach Amphitheater, like you said, the river runs right behind
It really
the
runs
theater
right through town. It
stage.
runs parallel to Main Street. And so we definitely see a lot of fishing activity, but we also see kayakers and suppers and all sorts of things. So.
And on a personal note, there's something about the town of Minturn that I love. You could take your dogs there and have the best time.
You can, yes. So you can take your dogs, obviously, to the park, but you can also bring your dogs to the market. We do ask that you keep them leashed so they don't run into a booth and knock something over. But yes, we just ask that your dogs are leashed, and then we have a little dog water station for the doggies since it's been so hot.
Right, they're paw pads. You have to watch out for the paw pads.
It's been hot. I recommend, obviously, if you are bringing your dogs, we recommend to come early before it gets too hot. But yes, we are dog friendly, and then when we of course have live music too, and we talked about supporting locals. All of our musicians are local, and so we do have live music at both ends of the market this year. So we have two different musicians playing.
Do you know who's going to be playing on this weekend?
Oh gosh!
I put him on the spot. Oh my God!
I have to look every week to remind myself because we have a rotation.
I know they're wonderful, whoever they are.
They are. We have a rotation, and I apologize. I don't recall.
That's okay. It's no big deal. You can definitely go onto a website to find out. Correct.
The musicians we don't have listed on their website.
Okay.
We have different ones every week, but we can certainly add that. And the vendors we do, we have a vendor directory, so if you want to see who's at the market, you can go to minturn.org. You can go to minturn.org for information on everything I just told you. But if you go to minturn.org, there's a Minturn Market page, and on there is a vendor directory.
Okay.
And it'll list all the vendors and a brief description of what they sell.
Perfect.
Yes.
I can't thank you enough for being here. This is Cindy, everybody, from the town of Minturn. Make sure you get on over to the Minturn Market, catch all the shows at Little Beach Amphitheater, and shop small wandering around that beautiful town. Thank you again for being here. This is Liz on TVA. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. It's Gretchen Pleshaw. I'm so excited for this Saturday weekend edition. I am very stoked. One of my favorite people to talk to is Claire Noble. She knows everything about Eagle County, and we caught up with her this past week. So let's take a look at this interview from the past week with Miss Claire Noble.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We were talking, Liz and I, on the couch a while ago about everything that's happening here in the Valley, but I am joined now with Claire Noble. She is the Public Relations Manager and Public Information Officer for Eagle County. Claire, good morning.
Good morning. It's good to see you. I haven't had a chance to talk to you in a while.
I know.
You've been traveling. I've been here. Yeah. You've been traveling.
You've been here just running the local government, making sure all the pieces are together.
Well, not running it, but certainly communicating what all of the great people over there are doing.
You are the cog in the organizational wheel that keeps them spinning.
Well, don't tell anyone, but I actually have the best job in the Eagle County government.
All right, it's our secret.
Yeah, it is so gratifying to be able to talk about the great people who work for the government and the great programs they're coming up with. And, you know, one of the big problems in our valley, you know, a perennial issue, is the issue of housing.
Oh, every week we see it all over the paper, all over the news about housing shortage and the mystery behind the housing.
And it's not just us. I mean, it is nationwide, but it's always been an issue here. You have a place with very little land that you can build on, about 16% of our county you can actually build on. The rest is national forest, BLM, wilderness. So it's a pretty desirable place to live. So that, you know, creates this supply and demand issue. But our county government and our housing department have tried to come up with a number of innovative programs for people looking to buy a home. Maybe you've been renting here and you're ready to step up to home ownership. Maybe you've just arrived, or you've been living with 8 roommates and you're ready to maybe downsize to 2 or 3, and you're a renter. Maybe you're a home buyer, or you're a home owner rather, and you have some extra space. Maybe the kids have moved out. And so we have programs for all of those. For instance, for somebody looking for a home, we have down payment assistance. We have a program called Locals First. So one thing we found that was happening with the workforce is they were at a disadvantage when they went to try to buy a home because they were losing out to cash buyers.
Right.
So this program, the county buys the house and then sells it back to you. Not at a markup, they just flip it back to you. So the county goes in as a cash buyer.
So you're equal with those going in with a cash buy, so you're not
Yep.
left out of the situation. What a great program.
It is. We have another program called Good Deeds. So if you're out there and you're looking for a home, you found what you liked, if you're willing to deed restrict that home, the county will contribute to the price of that home. Now, you've got to be working in our county, and it can't be a $5 million home.
Right.
But if you're part of the workforce, you live and work in Eagle County, and that house, there are certain levels, but it's definitely well under $1 million, will contribute to the price of that home.
So let's talk a little bit about deed restriction, because some people don't know exactly what that means to have a deed restricted house because of the different variables involved. But my understanding is they go in and it locks the ability for that house to appreciate in value, to make it more, keep it affordable.
But it still appreciates.
Correct.
So it's not that it's not going to appreciate, but it's not going to appreciate at the level that, it's not going to have the volatility. And let's
Right.
just also say that it works both ways. Because, so in 2008, 9, 10, those homes still held value, as opposed to, my house lost 25% of its
Right.
value during
Yeah.
those years after 2008, whereas homes in Miller Ranch didn't lose that value.
Right. And you can still make improvement to those homes and see that financial return in that investment.
Absolutely. So we have a number of different home buyer programs. For renters, one of the things that happens to folks, they move up here, they've got a job, but then they get hit with you need a security deposit, you need first and last month's rent. Well, if that place is renting for $2,000 to $3,000, you're looking at close to $10,000 just to get into a rental. Who's got that kind of money?
Right.
So we have a rental assistance program, and depending on what your income level is, it's either a very low interest loan or it's a grant. So go to boldhousingmoves.com,
Okay.
and it'll have all the details for these programs, plus the contact information if you're ready to talk to somebody in our housing department.
That's great. I mean, it's been an issue for a long time, and Eagle County has been on it. They really have done a great job staying on top of it, and with these programs, it's now buyers and renters are able to go out there and take advantage of some wonderful programs.
So the one other program I wanted to mention is the ADU program, accessory dwelling unit. Mother-in-law suite, lock off, there's a lot of names for it. And what this does, it's just a genius way of increasing density gently. So you take space that you're not using. Maybe you've got a room over the garage, maybe you've got some other place around the house that you can create a lock-off apartment and rent it. It's going to increase the value of your home. It's going to provide a revenue stream. And if you want to participate in this program and you'll rent to somebody that's part of the local workforce, we'll give you an extremely low interest loan. Actually, there's no interest for the first 60 months.
Wow.
And then after that, it's extremely low interest. When you pay it off, then you can rent it to whoever you want. But during the course of the loan, you have to rent to somebody who's part of the local workforce.
That is an absolutely amazing program.
It's a lot of win-win-win.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, it's gentle, like you said. It will allow us to expand gently and take advantage. I mean, we don't have to take land back from BLM or wilderness land. It is already existing, already housing, and it's just an add-on.
Yep, exactly. So I want to shift gears a little bit.
Okay.
You know I love my job.
I know you love your job.
But I also love the county government. I love working there. We literally won best place to work in Eagle County. And we're hiring. We have a lot of different jobs that you can do. We're hiring bus drivers. We're hiring over in at the detention center, we're hiring detention deputies. They're looking for a detention cook. They're looking for a public information officer over there. They're looking for patrol deputies. So throughout the government, there's a lot of open positions. So if you go to eaglecounty.us /human services, /jobs, you will find the jobs that are available right now in the county government. And nothing pays less than $20 an hour.
Right.
And many of these jobs have hiring bonuses. So come work for the county government. It's a great place.
And the benefits are great as well. And they get to
Exceptional
see you all the
benefits.
time.
Well, yeah, if they come by my office, where I'm there every day, so stop by.
You'll see up on the screen all the jobs that are listed right now on that website. So if you find one that looks good to you, get in there and apply for that and partner with Claire over at the Eagle County government offices.
So in our county, shifting gears a little bit,
Okay.
our county population is about 55,000. About 2,000 of those are vets. And
Okay.
we have the VA coming to Eagle County, the Veteran Resources Tour. They're going to be at Colorado Mountain College on September 7th from 3 until 7. So actual people from the VA will be there discussing the various VA programs. So for instance, I'm a vet and I use the VA loan program to buy my first home.
Wow.
So home buying is one of the things that the VA can help you with. Of course, medical is another area, but there's a lot of different things, career transition, a lot of different ways the VA can help if you avail them of their services. So you can't do that unless you know about it. So come to the VA Resources Tour on September 7th to learn more about it.
That's great. I know the VA has just evolved so much over the last few years.
Yep.
With all these programs, more and more things are coming up that's really need assistance with, whether it's housing, whether it's mental health, whether it's just health in general. And it's so nice to have them on tour so that we can all hear firsthand what's going on.
I'm glad you mentioned mental health, because one of the things that I wanted to just remind people of is that the National Crisis and Suicide Prevention Line 988 went live this summer.
Okay.
And so that's available 24/7. Now, one of the things I've heard now about the 988 line, though, is that it's tied to your area code. So, for instance, if you've moved here from Nebraska or Oregon and you still have a phone with that area code, it's going to connect you to those areas. So we do have a local resource. Yeah, I got to get the glasses out to read this. Your Hope Center, 24/7. They also have a line. It's 970-306-4673. Now, personally, 988, a lot easier to remember.
Right.
But we do have a local resource, and you can just search that online as well, Your Hope Center for Eagle County, and see that they have a 24/7 line as well. Nobody should think that there's not help out there. There
Right.
is absolutely help out there for them.
Well, it's nice to see how that evolution has come to fruition. And with this new line, it's going to give a lot of people ease to get into that so that they don't have to jump through hoops and resource things themselves.
Yeah, you're not alone, right? And there's help out there. And so you never have to think that, there's nobody for me, there's nothing for me. There's people who are here and they want to help you.
Great. Well, thank you, Claire, for coming in, giving us that plethora of information happening at Eagle County Government. Make sure you stay tuned. We've got a lot more here on Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Let's take another look at that local forecast for today. We are expecting to see those temperatures progressively warm up. 61 degrees around 8 a.m., a high of 81, 50% chance of rainfall throughout the course of today. So if you're getting out there to do any of the fun and exciting activities that we have taking place around the valley, make sure that you bring a light rain jacket with you and or an umbrella. Mostly sunny skies. Chance of afternoon thunderstorms is very possible. Winds coming out of the east at 5 to 10 miles an hour throughout the course of today. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see that beautiful sunshine out first thing this morning, partly cloudy skies and then those isolated thunderstorms taking place later in the afternoon. We are expecting mostly cloudy skies overnight tonight, so if you're getting out there to do anything tonight, maybe just continue to carry that rain jacket with you. As we take a look at that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in the Front Range are nice and warm, 97 degrees in Denver, slight chance of precipitation down there, 81 in Vail, 84 in Avon, 89 in Eagle, and you can see a low pressure system sitting above that entire I-70 corridor, really hanging out here in Eagle County, but up valley from Eagle. Now, as we take a look at the next 5 days, we are expecting to see more precipitation into the forecast, 50% chance starting on Sunday, continuing to Tuesday, decreasing to a 40% chance by Wednesday, and then decreasing yet again on Thursday. Now, if you look at those temperatures, tomorrow, last day of temperatures being up into the 80s, and then they're going to start to cool off just a little bit. We might see those rise again, but we are getting closer and closer to fall. Now, if you're looking for something great to do for the rest of your weekend, make sure that you check out Beaver Creek's website at beavercreek.com/events, because they've got a wonderful Wine and Spirits Festival happening today, and there's some really fun activities that you should get up there and enjoy, and it's going to continue into tomorrow too. We want to thank Beaver Creek for bringing you this weather report this morning. Make sure you go check out all of the things taking place up there with the Wine and Spirits Festival. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. It's Gretchen Pleshaw. I'm so excited about this next interview. Maddie got to catch up with a really amazing, brilliant human being. She is a lawyer in this valley, and she has some big things happening. Keep it right here for the interview.
It's really important to know what's taking place in your state at a Supreme Court level, and there's a really amazing initiative taking place, and I've got someone joining me to give us some more information. Amy Gosha, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us about this today.
Thank you. I really appreciate you having me. So I'm Amy Gosha. I'm a founding partner of Calamea Gosha. We're a law firm in the Vail Valley. We have offices in Aspen, Vail, and Denver. And I co-chair the Outreach and Education Committee for the Licensed Legal Paraprofessional program. And what a licensed legal paraprofessional is in Colorado, we might see this new limited license soon. And the main driver is that in Colorado right now, we have 73% of litigants in domestic relations or family law cases are coming to court without representation. So there's this huge gap in an access to justice to, getting help to navigate, through the family law system. So this new licensed legal paraprofessional program would allow someone to represent clients in some divorce cases in a limited capacity, as well as in child custody cases, which are APR cases. So it's really exciting. The way that I kind of analogize it to is in the medical profession, we have physician assistants. So it would be kind of similar in the legal field where it'd be someone between a paralegal and a lawyer. And so to kind of to parse out what these individuals can and cannot do. And specifically right now in Colorado, this program will be specifically in the domestic relations and family law area to help litigants dealing with those types of disputes and matters. And so specifically, we get a lot of questions about, what can an LLP do and what can they not do? So specifically, the difference between an LLP and a lawyer is that they would not be able to orally advocate in court for a client. But LLPs would be able to help litigants prepare filings, supporting documentation. They'd be able to actually accompany a client to court to sit at counsel table and answer factual questions from the judge. And they would also be able to represent a client in a mediated type proceeding. So it really would give, people help that they really need. And also the thought behind this is that LLPs could really help people in less complex family law matters. For instance, when you have complex matters that lawyers would need to deal with, such as trust, common law marriage, contempt, or premarital agreements, those types of cases would need to be referred to a lawyer to deal with those cases. But it's pretty exciting because LLPs, the way that the implementation plan is structured right now, is that they could practice independently, or they could practice within a family law firm. So LLPs could practice with attorneys, but they would not be allowed to supervise attorneys. So they also would not have a majority interest in a law firm. So one thing that the implementation plan really looked at was to make sure that LLPs were equipped to handle cases, that were less complex. And so what we proposed was a net marital asset cap in divorce cases. So that would mean that an LLP could handle matters where there's a net marital asset estate of $200,000 or less. And what a net marital asset estate means is you take the total marital assets, the value of those minus the total marital debts to figure out what the net, marital assets would be. So anything above 200,000, either the LLP would have to ask the court for, to be able to stay on that matter. The court would have to find good cause shown for the LLP to remain on the matter, or it would need to be referred, to an attorney. And again, this program is really there to help, these 73% of, litigants in these types of matters that really can't, frankly, afford an attorney, such as myself at my hourly rate, even on a limited scope basis. And so we also looked at, so there's the kind of the income threshold or the asset threshold amount for, dissolutions of marriage. But then we also have cases where people are not married and they have children together, and they're trying to figure out parenting time, decision-making, and child support. So in those types of cases, which are called allocation of parental responsibility cases, we really looked at, we need to put an income threshold. We didn't really do a recommendation to the Supreme Court as to what that income threshold should be. We wanted the Supreme Court to essentially determine that and to get public comment on, what makes sense. Some of the ideas that we considered were to look at an income threshold at 100,000. That would be about half of the net marital asset cap, as well as it would be about 400% of the current federal poverty guideline levels for a family of three. But again, this is something that, an LLP, when they meet with a potential client, would need to determine, on the onset, does this person qualify for LLP services, or is it beyond the scope of, LLP services? So
There's a lot of really great information. I just have a couple questions as you're rattling through things, because there are some things that maybe the general public would like to know. So if people would like to make a comment, they can do so online right now. That way their comment can be heard, revised, and taken in. And do you recommend that people do this to help get this passed through?
Yes, I do, because the Supreme Court is really looking for not just attorneys to comment on, are these services that would be helpful to people going through these types of disputes? Are there people out there who, don't want to go to law school for 3 years, but would like, would like to do something in the legal field, where they're not having to spend $100,000 in student loan debt? So we do have right now, the Supreme Court has opened it up for public comment through September 14th at 4 p.m. And that's on the court state website. And we would love for you to, provide comments on the plan, and if you think that it would be, useful. And there's also, it's almost a 400-page document. So that's the Colorado Judicial website. So if you scroll down on that website under proposed rule changes, you'll see the call for requests for comments. And there's a website address where you would be able to submit your comments. So specifically, It would be great to get some comments on what people think about the income thresholds, in non-married family law cases dealing with, APR matters, as well as the $200,000 threshold. For instance, when this implementation plan was getting, I guess, the history of it, when they were gathering research, as a family law attorney in the Vail Valley, they reached out to me to answer questionnaires as to, would the net marital asset cap at 200,000, would that reach, enough people? Should it be higher or lower? So it'd be really great to get comments, not just from, the public in the metro area, because this is a statewide initiative, that is coming.
And with the recent kind of COVID thing taking place, there's been a lot more domestic violence cases than normal, which we've kind of seen that progressively change throughout the years as COVID has kind of died down. And so this is going to help those people that have found themselves in these sticky situations with maybe their partner or the person that they thought they loved, just kind of getting through and working through the process of the legal system.
Right. And you and I had talked about, the Bright Future Foundation, which is a local organization. I'm on the board. You're, volunteering as a mentor mentee. And I know that there is one, staff attorney for the organization. But this type of LLP person could come in and help, those people, since there's so many people that are dealing with those types of issues.
Amy, we are all out of time. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us and give us all this great information on something that people can really make a difference here in our community just by doing that public comment forum and getting their voices heard through the Supreme Court as well, just on kind of that income cap and exactly how this might change someone they know or change their own lives. And so if you have any other piece of information to give people right now, what would it be?
I would say that right now it's very, important to look at the equities in the court and access to court, and to make sure that in family law, types of situations, they're not easy to navigate. So this is a way to, help people in those situations navigate, the family law challenges. So I would encourage people to, comment on what they think. There's also I know it's it's a long document, 400 pages, but there is the first, I think it's, 19 to 20 some pages of an executive summary that you can read through, and it'll give you a lot of good information.
Amy, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. We really appreciate all this information, and thank you so much for being involved in such a wonderful initiative.
Thank you. I really appreciate the time.
Make sure that you go on the website, you get your public comment out there, that way the Supreme Court can hear it, and that way we can make a difference in not only our community here in Vail, but in the entire state of Colorado. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail, the weekend edition. It's Gretchen Pleshaw. I am super stoked. I love these two young ladies at the Craft Corner. If you are looking for some fun things to do with your kiddos, check out this squirt gun painting.
Hello and welcome back to Craft Corner. I'm here with Chloe, of course.
Yes.
She's showing me what seemingly looks like a very interesting craft today.
Yes.
What do you call this craft?
Abstract splatter art using water guns.
Wow. What a
Yeah.
title. What a title. Well, I'm
Yeah.
excited after hearing that. All
You
right.
should be.
Okay, let's get started. Tell me,
Okay.
guide me.
So the only supplies you need for this is a canvas, some washable paint, and some water guns.
Okay, perfect.
All of this I just got you can get at any local craft store.
Yeah,
So
okay.
it should be pretty easy to get.
Yeah.
So what you do first is choose your color, any color. You can do as many colors as you want on the canvas.
Okay.
I only brought 2 water guns, so we are limited a little bit, but that's
perfect.
okay.
That's fine. Well, I love pink. I think I'm going to go with
I'm gonna
pink.
go purple.
Pink and purple.
Oh my gosh.
Great combo.
Perfect.
Okay.
So what you want to do is you need 2 cups, any cups, and you want to pour your paint into them.
Okay. How much?
As much as you want, really. The amount doesn't matter that much.
So the amount is like how much we'll have to spray, I guess.
Yes.
And there's water in these cups too.
Yes, so usually what you would do is you would pour the paint in, and then you want to dilute it with about the same amount of water.
Okay.
So
okay.
50% water, 50% paint, just so the paint is thin enough to actually go through the water gun.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, but not too thin to where it's mostly water and no paint shows up.
Okay, got it. Well, hopefully I did enough. We'll see.
That looks great.
Okay, perfect.
So I brought something to stir it with, just to mix it up.
And I guess
as
washable
well.
paint is probably the key, because I can see this
Yes.
getting messy.
Yes, I tested these, and it did get pretty messy.
Mm-hmm.
So washable paint is definitely my suggestion.
Yeah, I definitely don't think acrylic would be the move.
No. I did these, I've done this craft with some kids before, and they loved it.
Okay.
But it does get messy.
Yeah, I can see this would be fun for kids. I mean, a paint gun.
They loved it. It was
Who
so much
doesn't?
fun.
Who doesn't love a gun full of paint? Okay, perfect.
Okay, so next we have these water guns, and for these water guns, you pour the water into here. So I brought a funnel, just a little collapsible one. You don't need a funnel, but
Probably cleaner.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
lot cleaner if you use one.
Should I hold it while you pour, maybe?
I think I got it. I just
Okay.
need to put it above the hole, and then I pour
There you go.
the paint into the water gun. I'm
Okay.
gonna use the paper towel just so we don't
Yeah,
spill.
this is a little scary, but I believe in you. You're the craft master. Oh, that's kind of cool to watch.
Yeah.
Okay,
And the colors look a
fun.
lot different in this green water gun. So when I was making some earlier, I honestly got confused by which color's which.
Hey, that's kind of more
Because
fun.
it looks so different. But
It's
it was
a
like a little
surprise.
surprise.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
I got mine in.
So I guess you'll
Your
want to
turn.
get this kind of water gun. That seems like the easiest to use.
Yeah,
I don't know
just
what
one
other
that's-
kinds are out there.
This was honestly the only option I saw at the store, besides like super big ones. These are just really easy to work with, and the pressure of the spray on these aren't super hard, so they won't like splatter back, and they're
That
really
seems-
easy
yeah.
to put
Okay,
the paint in.
Pouring it in. Oh, yep, there it goes. Perfect. Okay,
Nice.
there's my pink paint. I think I spilled a little, but I kept it minimal. So,
Good, good. Yes, that looks great.
okay, perfect.
All right, now literally you just spray the canvas.
Spray the canvas. Yeah, I guess
It's so
this is where
much
the
fun.
abstract comes
This
in.
is where the fun part comes in.
Oh, wow,
You just
okay.
shoot the canvas with this water gun.
Okay, I'm nervous.
I'm nervous
but-
too.
Okay, let's see. This better be some
You might have to tilt it up so
tilted up. Oh, like that.
So just so the
Oh,
water
there it
can-
goes. Look at that. And then it has that really cool, like, drippy effect. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
so
And yeah, this could
fun?
be really cool. Should we trade? Mix the colors?
Yeah, do you want to?
Yeah, I feel like that'll be a cool
Okay.
look for our
I
pieces.
agree.
Okay, okay.
And it's really I made one where I took some duct tape and put like a C for
Oh,
Chloe
that
on
would
it,
be cool.
and then I just covered it in paint.
Yeah, you could get pretty creative with that. And that's
Yeah.
easy for kids too. And then when it dries, take off the tape,
And
it
then-
reveals this beautiful art piece.
Exactly.
This is really cool. This actually looks a lot cooler than I thought it would.
Yeah, and I also like turning it around so then the
Oh,
paint
to get a cool
spills into different areas. just into the area.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Look
this would
at
be
that.
like this is really good crafts for kids. The
Yeah,
kids
it's-
that did this with me loved it. And
I
it's
bet.
so much fun.
I can see the appeal with the
Yeah.
guns and the paint.
Yeah, I
And
just
yeah,
had
if
to
you
make
had-
sure they didn't spray each other.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, washable.
Yeah,
so-
it's washable. They did get it on their clothes, but it came off right away.
Yeah. And then if you had like a bunch of different water guns, you could just
Yeah.
go ham
Every
with a bunch of
single
different
color.
paint colors. That'd
Yeah,
be pretty cool.
these could be really good gifts too. You could write like "Mom" for Mother's Day or for a birthday.
True. Yeah,
Or you
this
could just
is.
make a fun abstract art piece.
I know. I like can't stop spraying it.
I
I'm
know, it's
having a
just so
great
much
time. Oh,
fun.
yours looks cool with all those
Thanks.
different drips. Okay.
It's such a fun way to get creative.
I'm-
and
yeah.
Not like you don't need to be a super amazing artist at
Right.
all.
I mean, it's kind of just up to the water gun because it's
Yeah.
so abstract.
It's very abstract.
But you still end up with a really cool looking piece.
Yeah, it's so fun. Like, you could totally frame these and hang them up on a wall. Because
Yeah.
they just look so fun and cool.
Yeah, this would match, get the colors of your room.
Yeah, exactly.
Gorgeous.
You
Well, I
could
love
have
this.
so much creativity with this. It's so customizable.
Yeah, I need to stop myself because I feel like
Me
it's at a
too.
good
I
place.
feel like I feel
or
like
it's
I might.
just going to be
I
covered.
feel like I did a lot, but
It looks
it
so
looks
cool
good.
though, and I like
I
the
know,
different
it's so much fun.
Wow, that actually turned out pretty good. I kind of feel like an artist right now.
Yeah, you
Wow.
are. You did that.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Thank you. Well, this was a really fun craft.
Yeah.
Thank you for showing this to me today.
Of course.
Definitely you should try this at home if it looks fun, if
It's
you have
so much
kids,
fun.
if you're an adult. I mean, I had a great time with this, so
Yeah.
I would definitely recommend trying it out. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Let's take another look at that local forecast for today. We are expecting to see those temperatures progressively warm up. 61 degrees around 8 a.m., a high of 81, 50% chance of rainfall throughout the course of today. So if you're getting out there to do any of the fun and exciting activities that we have taking place around the valley, make sure that you bring a light rain jacket with you and or an umbrella. Mostly sunny skies, chance of afternoon thunderstorms is very possible. Winds coming out of the east at 5 to 10 miles an hour throughout the course of today. Now as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see that beautiful sunshine out first thing this morning, partly cloudy skies, and then those isolated thunderstorms taking place later in the afternoon. We are expecting mostly cloudy skies overnight tonight, so if you're getting out there to do anything tonight, maybe just continue to carry that rain jacket with you. As we take a look at that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in the Front Range are nice and warm. 97 degrees in Denver, slight chance of precipitation down there. 81 in Vail, 84 in Avon, 89 in Eagle, and you can see a low pressure system sitting above that entire I-70 corridor, really hanging out here in Eagle County, but up valley from Eagle. Now, as we take a look at the next 5 days, we are expecting to see more precipitation into the forecast. 50% chance starting on Sunday, continuing to Tuesday, decreasing to a 40% chance by Wednesday, and then decreasing yet again on Thursday. Now, if you look at those temperatures, tomorrow, last day of temperatures being up into the 80s, and then they're going to start to cool off just a little bit. We might see those rise again, but we are getting closer and closer to fall. Now, if you're looking for something great to do for the rest of your weekend, make sure that you check out Beaver Creek's website at beavercreek.com/events, because they've got a wonderful wine and spirits festival happening today, and there's some really fun activities that you should get up there and enjoy, and it's going to continue into tomorrow too. We want to thank Beaver Creek for bringing you this weather report this morning. Make sure you go check out all of the things taking place up there with the Wine and Spirits Festival. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more Good Morning Vail.
Thank you for spending your Saturday morning with us at Good Morning Vail, the weekend edition. I had such a fun time with you. Hopefully you got some fun tips on what to do this weekend, and I hope to see you tonight at Primus Gerald Ford Amphitheater. See you there, rain or shine. Tickets still available for the lawn, so definitely get on the website, check it out. I want to see you there. Hopefully you're having a great weekend. You're having a great not champagne, but Prosecco. National Prosecco Day, as well as Garage Sale Day. And we have lots more in store for you tomorrow morning from 7 to 8 a.m. So please stay with us on Good Morning Vail, and we'll see you later. Have a great weekend.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. You're home in the rock.